professional for 17, 18 years, mainly in the lower leagues. I spent a good 7 or 8 years at a team called Luton Town, which I absolutely loved. I was captain there. Had a few promotions along the way at different clubs and played around 600 games and absolutely loved it. It was a major part of my life and still is. Still playing a little bit of semi-professional now for a team called FC United, which I'm really enjoying. Hopefully continue that. I've got quite a few things going on at the minute. I was sort of coming always throughout my career towards the end anyway. I was sort of thinking about what I'm going to do next, and I got chatting to Mark here at Active Sport, and I've managed to set up my own franchise business in coaching kids, which is going absolutely brilliant. I'm really enjoying it. I've always loved going into schools throughout my career, and so it was a natural fit for me to set up my own coaching thing, and it was just about how to do it really. But Mark's been brilliant in helping me do that, and alongside that I've got a few other things going on. I'm actually doing my teacher training qualification as well. Just like I said earlier, I've always enjoyed going into schools, loved the school environment, and I feel that was going to be a natural progression for me to do the physical education teaching side of it. So I'm doing that alongside my active sport business at present. At the moment, I'm really busy, as busy as I've ever been really, juggling quite a few things. But a lot of it at the moment will involve speaking to schools regarding my business, and then also I'm actually training to be a teacher myself. So there's going into schools, doing lessons and doing assignments, which my day's sort of mixed every day at the moment. Just like I said, juggling different things. Yeah, well, I get quite a lot of support from my partner Lisa, who's been absolutely amazing. She does a lot of the social media stuff for me, getting things out there to schools to say what we're doing next, what events coming next, and we've been doing a lot of holiday camps recently through the Active Sport, which have proven really popular. So on a daily basis, it will be sort of monitoring the bookings on that. And just social media stuff really. That is the big one at the moment. We've got all our leaflets out, so it's just a case of monitoring the bookings and keeping the promotion going for these camps. Yeah, for me, I'm sort of quite in the early stages in terms of what I'm doing with it. There is so much scope to do with this active sports group. Due to my other commitments, I'm sort of doing it on a part-time basis at the moment, and I've been focusing on the holiday camps. So each half term and summer holidays, or any school holidays, I run holiday camps in the Preston area, and they're proving very popular. I've found that most parents and guardians, really do want childcare, and we feel that we offer a multi-sport brand through Active Sport, which is really, beneficial for children. Keeping them active rather than just being sat at home all half term on iPads or in front of TVs. They're actually coming to us and doing sports, doing a range of different sports, from tennis to hockey. We have a specialist dance coach who comes in and teaches the children dance, and active play as well. I think some parents, thought, oh, well, my child's not sporty, so I won't be sending them. But actually, we're sort of teaching the children about active play and, coming in and just having fun really. Yeah, full-time professional football for me, I think you have to be a little bit selfish in terms you have to think about yourself, your diet, your dedication, the will to win, and I've always got that, and I've still got it now, playing for FC United. But in terms of active sport, I'm trying to bring those attributes across in terms of the work ethic that I had as a footballer. But active sport is one of those things. It's how much you want to put into it. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. I've really enjoyed seeing smiles on children's faces and seeing children active. I've got a daughter who's 6 years old, and she, like I said earlier, if we're at a half term at home, she's such an active little girl that she wants to be out playing. She's always with Daddy, can we play? So she comes to the clubs as well and absolutely loves it. She's playing sport every day. She's trying different things. And I've just, to see her so happy along with all the other children, just enjoying being out and being active rather than, like I said, stuck on iPads or TV all week. I just feel like, I feel like it is rewarding to see that. I think I've given it so much that, and I played for so long full time that I think I was ready to come away and do the next thing now. So I'd given it so much. I'm 35 now, and since 17 it was all I thought about, the next game. And luckily for me, I'm still getting that competitive fix, so to say, on a Saturday for FC United, which is, still, results matter, performances matter, we get big crowds, and, I've still got to be fit and compete. But not so much on a daily basis now, where it's every day, that's all that matters. There is other things, and I think, it's not been as difficult as I thought, moving on to the next thing. I found out about it through the LAPS website, which I was always coming towards the end of my career looking at things, what am I going to do next? And it was always a little worry in the back of my mind, I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't played at the levels where I can just, sit at home and do nothing. I knew I had to do something, I knew I'd need some income. And the Life After Professional Sport website has been brilliant in terms of giving me ideas, and Mark's advertised his Active Sport group on there, and I looked at it and I thought, actually, yeah, that sounds good, I'll have a chat with Mark. And it's been such a good thing that I did that, because Mark, he's an amazing guy, such a hard-working guy himself, and he really wants you to succeed, and he's helped me so much. And I think it's credit to himself what he's done with the business, but to reach out to people on that website has been really good. You don't need the qualifications. It's not a thing that you need. You could come in. Coaching badges are good. I have my coaching badges as well, which I did whilst I was playing. So they've come in useful. But yeah, it's not set in stone. You need this qualification or that qualification. But I think the preparation that I'm doing as a teacher now as well is really helping me. Understand children, understand ways of delivering lessons. It has really helped. The levels I played at, I sort of played League 1, League 2, National League. I was always on the edge of, dropping out. So it was always, I knew, I was always for that next contract. I need to get that next contract. So it was always, I need to look after my future as well. And I got, I started maybe late 20s when I looked at doing my degree, which I ended up completing, and getting that done, which really helped open doors to other things. And I think, just signing up to things like LAPS and the PFA stuff as well, it's all been a big help, to open my eyes to what's out there, not just the football. But my advice would be to just look as early as you can, really start thinking about different things, get things behind you, because it can really help you going forward. The Active Sport model, I think if you enjoy working with children, and generally, footballers, have got a good relationship with the community, going into schools, there are a lot of footballers, and I've noticed it myself, that are good with kids, and I just think that there is, such a work ethic needed to be a footballer that can relate to this sort of thing. And with the support you get, it might sound really difficult, starting a business, how difficult is that going to be? Whereas actually the support you get here off Anna and Mark and the team is amazing, that they help you every step of the way, and I think it is really suited to the ex-professional. I think to be a good role model, I think when you're a footballer, you're looked at, even through your social media stuff, and people, even in your everyday life, you sort of watched a little bit on how you behave and how you carry yourself. And I think in this Active Sports model, in this franchise that I'm running, you are looked up to. The children come and they look up to you, and they, whether you're me or you're another coach that we employ, you are looked up to as someone of authority, and someone who's the kids will listen to. So I think it's taught me that you have to be a good role model as a footballer and in this. hugely. I've used it massively, and that has been a massive selling point in terms of children wanting to come. With all the leaflets that I put about, you know, being the next professional player and, you know, what I've done in the past, and I think, you know, it does really help, you know, and I'm using it to my advantage at the moment in terms of, yeah, you get people very interested, you know, children want to come and do football or do sports with the next professional. So yeah, I have definitely used it to my advantage. Yeah, the long term for me, I've been offered a role at a school from September, an independent school near me called West Home, which is, you know, giving me an amazing opportunity to come in from September and work there at an amazing school. For me, I would love to run this alongside it, and at the moment, you know, what we're trying to do is gather the right staff to be able to do that, and that is the big thing, getting the right people to run the sessions while I can't potentially be there, and that is the plan, and that's why at the moment we're really working hard on getting those people together who can, you know, run it while we're doing other things. You know, I would love to be there as much as I can, and I still will be there as much as I can, but, you know, going forward it's not practical that I'm going to be able to be there 100% of the time. Yeah, just start looking at things now. Get yourself qualified with whatever you want to do. Like for me, I always had an eye on being a PE teacher or going down that sort of route. So I looked, what do I need to get to that point? So while I was playing, I got the degree under my belt. I got, you know, the quickest degree I could get. I got, because I know getting on a teacher training course, you needed a degree. So I think for anyone who's thinking about doing whatever they might thinking of doing, even coaching stuff, you know, even come and have a chat to Mark about the Active Sports Group, even if, you know, it's not something you're 100% sure on, it's worth having a chat and just opening up conversations, you know, have conversations, talk to people, get advice, and yeah, that would be my big tip. It's not easy, but for me, I was ready for that change. I think I'd been in it so long, and I'd loved it, don't get me wrong, but I'd come to the point where I was ready to do something different, and I think it is tricky if it's forced upon you. Fortunately for me, it wasn't forced upon me. I chose to move away from the full-time game, but if it is forced upon you, you know, try and take it as a positive. You know, you can still do lots of things, and you can still, you know, if you're still fit, you can still play part-time football and still enjoy your football. I'm enjoying it as much now as I've ever done, playing for FC United on a part-time basis. So there is still scope to, you know, be involved in football, you know, in all other kind of ways.